Hey everyone, welcome to my channel, A Fire Within Me. My name is Samantha Love Kaufman, and more than likely, if you're already here, you know me. It's a small channel, it's growing. And I just wanted to take a moment to share some things that are going on behind the scenes that I'm about to begin putting out there to everyone. So, most people know that the run with uh, Out on a Limb podcast that we just did our final show, and that aired recently. And I had mentioned in that particular show that I was going to be introducing a program called OnCall Intuitive. I'm super excited for this program because it allows me to offer more real-time support for individuals who are going through the awakening process, for those who are beginning to realize that things are shifting, that they're feeling different, that life is not satisfying the way they're doing it, and they're looking for something more. They just know there's more, or they're having weird experiences that they don't know how to explain, or they know that they want to feel better. And so they want to release themselves from these old 3D patterns and so forth. So all of that is going to be embroiled. Is that the right word? Into this program. I keep going, is that the right word? Maybe not embroiled. Into this program OnCall Intuitive. And this program makes it where you don't have to wait to schedule an appointment and save up all of the things you wanted to share with me and go over with me and all this kind of stuff. Instead, you get real-time support. You're able to reach out to me via voicemail and voice messages and share what's going on and ask for guidance, get some clarity, shift some perspectives, look at belief systems, different things going on. And you all will be able to ask that and receive a response. It might not be right in the moment. I might be with someone else right at that moment. So it may take a little bit, but you're getting real-time response within the same day. And so, these things may occur late at night. And I encourage people, hey, when this comes up, reach out to me and I will respond, usually during normal business hours. Now, this program, there'll be voice messages and there'll be some video calls. Sometimes we'll have to set up extra scheduled time to really go through a process if you're going through something deep or whatever. So OnCall Intuitive starts March 1st. It runs for monthly increments. So right now, the intro to this program, it's $185, plus there's a required orientation session, which is $111. And I needed to add this in so that I can make sure that I'm really addressing what it is you're dealing with in the moment, what you want to accomplish. And so we're on the same page. And that's a one-time orientation session. And then each month, it's $185. It is not subscription based unless you decide that you want to continue for X amount of time. So basically, each month, towards the end of the month, you want to reschedule again if you want to do it for the following month. And I'm only starting with 10 participants because I want to make sure that I get the flow of how often people are requiring assistance. And, I would like to scale it up, but I want to make sure that I'm meeting everyone's needs. Now, this is not something that you'll necessarily reach out to me every day. It may be heavy one week, not so much a next week. This is all experimental. No one else does this that I know of. So this is a really, really exciting project. And you're a part of it. You're helping me. You're helping me to create this whole new model of working with people. So I'm super, super excited. And I want to put this in perspective because sometimes people look at money and value and all that kind of stuff. This is a huge value proposition, honestly, because I charge $185 for a 1-hour session. And I expect that most people will be using me maybe on an average, let's say 1 to 2 hours per week. So you can do the math and figure that out. I decided to start with 185 because people are used to paying that to work with me. Um, and also, like, that's less than BetterHelp. Come on. Like, yeah, I just think it's a good starting point. And then from there, I can figure out, does this make sense? Do some people require more time? Therefore, let me offer a different level of service and have two different plans. I don't know. I'm totally figuring this out alongside of y'all. So it's what we all make of it. And that makes OnCall Intuitive like that much more exciting. So very excited. Okay, so my next thing is I'm going to start doing, I don't know what my aversion is. I don't want to say podcast, um, but my own program, my own whatever. Um, Many of y'all will also recognize me from, having done KISS, Keep It Simple Sister. And there was a lot going on for Diana and myself during the time where we let that one sort of go to the wayside. And all of those recordings, along with uh, Out on a Limb, they're all on this YouTube video channel. So there's so much good material that Diana and I shared about emotions, dealing with emotions, how to work with anxiety, um, shift perspectives, and things like that. So that's already it's already there for you to enjoy whenever you want to go and look at that stuff. Um, so in this new thing that I'm doing, I don't know what all it is yet. So it's kind of exciting for me. I can feel the energy building, and I want to meet my audience where I am, where they are. I want to build that bridge. So I it's going to be partial readings for the collective. And when I say the collective, I mean for those who are engaging with me. So it's going to be that group of people who joins me on this journey. It's going to be that energy. So when I say collective, I mean that collective energy of individuals who show up, who would like some insights on what's going on, who are having a shared experience. Um, Maybe they're further along, maybe they're not as far along as I am. I don't know, and that's irrelevant. It's just whether they resonate with what I'm sharing, with the messages that I'm being given. So I'm going to do this, and I've been told. It's always funny when you say I've been told by my guides, because it's like, what, they're sitting next to you and and I don't know how to explain it. It's just this impulse, this feeling. I know that I have to start it without knowing what exactly it is. And I want to share that with y'all because you may be experiencing that as well, where, with all this new energy from all the astrology, all the things going on, we're being encouraged to step out, to move forward with boldness, with authenticity, with courage, to become what we've been working all these many years to become. So that's what I'm doing. And they're asking me to do it with faith. And so I'm doing it with faith. I'm trusting that as I show up, that it'll begin to formulate. Okay. So this is a crazy concept for me to do because I don't do that really well. Like, I want to plan. I want to have, agenda notes and know exactly what I'm going to say. And I want my intro to be the same and my outro to be the same. And it's not going to be like that. It's going to be me showing up and sharing with you just like this, um, raw and honest, and sharing from experiences in my life to bridge to what may be occurring in your life. And I've done that in every podcast I've been involved in, or interview, or what have you so far. But this is more of a one-on-one experience. And so I would love for you to show up. I would love for you to engage. Show up with a cup of coffee, a cup of tea, mug of cocoa, a glass of wine, whatever it is. Tell me how you're showing up. Tell me what it is you want to know, what you want for me to discuss, what you want for me to look into. I'm going to do this, I think, through a combination of tarot and through my intuitive channeling. And I may sit back and actually channel. I literally don't know. But I would love for y'all to share with me what topics that you would love for me to focus in on. And, comment on the videos, talk to me. The more that you are talking to me and that I can get into responding back with you, the more that creation of the community, the more the energy builds, and the more that I can deliver to you what it is you most want to know. But this is a two-way thing. And I'm going to show up. I'm doing this. I'm doing this because I need to do this, because I'm being called to do this. And I'm inviting you to step into this space, this community, to create it with me. I'm so excited, and I don't know what it takes for me to do live sessions. If I can move towards live sessions, I would love to do that and respond to you as I'm going through this whole process. I think I have to have so many subscribers to do that. I'm literally not sure. So I'm so novice to so many aspects of this, but I want you to know that I will endeavor to do this on a regular basis, as regular as Samantha gets. I like my freedom. I I like to look good when I record. And if I'm going to do this on a regular basis and I'm going to show my face, I may not always be as presentable. I may be a lot more casual, and I may be on the road. I may have scenery behind me. I may have all kinds of stuff going on. I have no idea. But I'm willing to show up for you all if you're willing to show up for me, if you're willing to really engage and create this energy, this community, so that we grow this together and you are getting what it is that you require. You've got to pull that through me, and I can do that for you. I know I can. It's what I do in my reading, in my sessions. So I know I can do it through this medium. What else? What else do you want to know? Post below. I'll come back and I'll respond after the fact, and share as much as I can. So I guess let me give you kind of a schedule of how I see things moving forward. I'm launching OnCall Intuitive the beginning of March. That you can join any time in the month. The support doesn't start until you do the orientation session. So even if you join in the middle of the month, heck, it's still a deal. It's still an amazing deal. So join whenever you can. It's good through the end of the month. So it doesn't go for 30 days. It goes for the month that you join. So like if you start, say, like in April, if you sign up for March, you got all of March. If you're in middle of March and there's spaces available and you join, it's till the end of March. And then you'll see a sign up for April. You can join for April. So that's how that works. So come join. as far as this, which I don't know, do I call this something? I don't know. I got to call it something. Help me come up with a name because I need a name for it. Um, Sessions with Samantha. Uh, Samantha's perspectives. Oh my God, that just sounds like bleh. Anyway, so come on, let me know what you think I should call this. And essentially, I think I'm going to just jump on like this and ramble, share what I'm thinking of. And I'm going to do that through the month of March. March is my birthday month. I turn, I'm not going to tell you how old I am. um, maybe I will sometime. Okay. Or, but anyway, I'm going to ramble through the month of March as this begins to culminate, as this begins to build. And it's just that I have a feeling that by April, I think by April, it's going to begin to really define itself. I think that we will become a community, and there will be more guidance, more direction by then. So maybe by then I'll know what to call this. Maybe I'll call it the unnamed whatever. I don't want to call it podcast. Um, it's community. So I got to figure out what to call that. Communing with community. I don't know. Brain's not working on that level right now. So just know it's going to be me sharing things that are going on in my life, hopefully that resonate with you. It's going to be doing tarot reading, channeling, whatever, a little bit of that. I may jump into a meditation. That's possible. Or I might say, refer to, hey, I will offer this meditation, and I might record a separate meditation. So maybe I'll do that, because here's the thing. I don't want to do a lot of editing. I don't want to worry about outtakes. I just want to do this. I want to get it out there. I want it to be real. So, I don't want to add, like I said, intros, outros, all that kind of stuff. I just want to be real. I want to come on here. I want to talk. And, I may find that I edit a little bit, like say I'm channeling and I take a moment to step in, and I don't want you to have to hang out and wait for that. Maybe I will do that, but I really don't want to. I want this to be simple and, what's the word I'm looking for? Reachable. Yeah, I got to come up with the right word there. I really just want to develop this community, and I can feel it. And I hope you can feel that energy, because it's buzzing around me, and I want it to light a fire under you, and for you to want to be here and share with me. So you do that by communicating back and forth. That's how I begin to sense your energy. That's how this community forms. This energy, this bubble begins to become what it is. So I just got a little download here letting me know that as I'm doing this, because I said bubble, and that's when I started to see it, I need to create that that Merkaba, that gosh, why is it like I can see it, this bubble forming around me and around my recording devices and in this space, so that it's encapsulated and you all can feel it, and the energy's buzzing in here, and I can connect more with the energy of you all as you're viewing this. That's like it's like it's Metatron who's coming through, who's giving me this sort of, yeah, use the Merkaba, use that energy and create this space for you all to come on in. Okay, I've probably rambled enough. So I've mentioned what's going on in March and how I'm, the OnCall Intuitive, how I'm going to just be rambling through March on this community that I'm creating. And there'll be April, things will start to solidify. Towards the end of April, I'll be on the road, on the road intuitive. So I'm going to be traveling out to meet my good friend Lori, and we're going to meet up with a couple of good friends, Chris and Wendy, out in Mount Shasta. I have no idea what's going to occur. Just very excited for that. So I will reach out to y'all while I'm on the road and continue this. And from Shasta, hit the West Coast, visit the giant redwoods, and then head up and over to the big goal is getting over to South Dakota and spending some real quality time there. So I'm going to take y'all with me there as well and continue with, the readings and the sharings and all that kind of stuff. And then be back home in May. No, June. Yeah, June. So I want to know, like, should I do separate videos about, my minivan setup? Or should those be, maybe they shouldn't be a part of this. Maybe they should be separate that you guys can just jump into, because that's another aspect that Lori and I keep talking about, that we want to be on the road and say, hey, we know we're going to be here on such and such a date. Anybody that wants to come out and, meet up with us, camp for a night, we want to encourage you to come on out. So we know that's an aspect too, is to encourage women to feel empowered and want to get out on the road and travel, car camp out in, we say BLM, Bureau of Land Management, lands, and national forests, and just get out and experience the world and join in that sisterhood. Yeah, kind of cool stuff. Experience some of the woo we experience when we're out on the road and all that kind of stuff. So, okay, I think that's a fair amount of rambling. I don't expect these to go any particular length of time. Maybe it'll be 30 minutes. Maybe sometimes more, sometimes less. And then when I refer to the other videos, see, it's already kind of taken shape, right? When I refer to the other videos, and I'm sorry if I'm whacking this, oops, but when I'm referring to the other videos, they'll be, in another playlist. So I'll try to get those playlists organized so that you all can, and I can also link it in the description. So I will do that as well. And I'm going to put this video in the KISS, Keep It Simple Sister group. And I'm going to, of course, have it here on YouTube. Anything else? No, I think that's it. Kind of excited for this. I guess that's signing off for now. Okay, chat with you later. Bye.